right now, it's time for us to get into health. Today, I'm your nurse, okay? I'm on call, and I'm going to take you to the consulting room of these beautiful doctors. What's your health challenge? What do you think is wrong with you, or what are some of the strange things that are happening in your body? You want to call today, and you want to find out from these doctors what to do. So the phone lines are open from start to finish, okay? You want to call in and then ask. You know how we do about ask the doctor about anything. We're joining in studio for the first time Dr. Eunice Amasam. She's a medical officer at the Life Healthcare Center. Yeah. Life Healthcare Center, right? And that's at Chimota Branch, right? And then the ever beautiful Dr. Joanna Babio. She's also a medical officer at the Life Healthcare Center. East Legon and coupled with Kaswati because came in the news. My ladies, you good?
Yes, please.
Yeah?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
great. So today we're going to bombard you with lots of questions. Now, the thing is, aside the call, if you feel like, okay, call is not good for you, just send some message, okay? We're live on Facebook and YouTube. It's My Dominion TV. Like, share, and drop comments, and then we'll be sure to share wisdom. Well, some questions have been coming through, so I'm just going to be real quick about it and ask you. Now, this is the very first one. It says, Doctor, I'm 40 years, and I want to know what health screening I should start getting at my age. I'm going to start with the first appearance.
Okay. So first of all, I would want to know, is the person a male or a female?
It's a female.
Okay. So the person can start with the basic labs. So a full blood count to check her HB, that's her blood level, and then check whether there are any infections, her platelets levels as well. And then the person can also do a urine analysis, that's urine ARI. So you check your urine to see if there is any infection, if there is high levels of protein, which will give us an indication that there is an issue with your kidney or there is anything else that you would want to do. Then you can also do a kidney function test, that's the BUE creatinine. So it helps you assess the function of your kidney. And then also based on that, we can calculate your EGFR, which will help us to know whether your kidney is healthy or if it is very low and you have other conditions or comorbidities, that means we may have to put you on dialysis. And then she can also do a liver function test to also assess the function of the liver. And then also she can do a lipid profile. So the lipid profile will help her know her cholesterol levels, the bad cholesterol, good cholesterol. We have certain ranges that you're supposed to fall within. So it will help her know. And then she can also do glycated hemoglobin and then also fasting blood sugar to help her know how her body is able to regulate her sugar levels. And
Wow.
then also she can...
Wait, we're only 40 years old. We're only 40 years. We're checking for liver, we're checking for kidney. There's no stone there, but it's okay. We're checking for like a million other things. Wait, isn't it expensive, Doc?
Well, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. But sometimes when you have insurance, it can cover most of these things. So aside her being 40, this is something that even a young person can do because it's what we call the full, everything my guys mentioned here, it's a full body assessment.
I see.
Exactly. But just to add up with
that,
her being a woman at 40, she should also be doing cervical screening.
Oh.
Yes, what we call the pap smear test.
Yeah.
Exactly. At this age, we just want at least every year, annually, you go to the hospital, tell them that, you want to do a pap smear. Yes, so they will take a little sample. It can be a little invasive because they will have to go through the vagina, but they will take a little of the cells there and then screen it to make sure that there's no abnormality in it. There's no risk of you developing cervical cancer. And then the routine ones for the breast.
Right.
So with her age, she can do a mammogram. exactly.
Hey.
You can do it. But even before then, every month, it's advised that every month, like as you're going through your cycle, you do a self-breast examination. Make sure that there's no lump that will take you by surprise.
Right.
Yes, yes. So these are the
I
little.
see. 40 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's for the woman. How about a man? I mean,
Mm.
just asking for the men. They ask, though.
So for the men, I think an additional thing you can add is the prostate specific antigen test, just to make sure that the levels are within range and it's not suggesting any cancer or anything of that sort. So that is the major thing you can add. Aside, maybe you may want to add an ECG to check the function of your heart, and then
What
so
if there's doom? So which is affected? I see. That's really cool. So that means that it doesn't matter what age you are, you need to, at some point, get checked, right? Let me use this opportunity to say a big thank you to the Bank Hospital for supporting the morning show. The Bank Hospital is at Cantonment near NAFTI. You want to get your health checked out? Why not just do it? Now, somebody sent another message, said, "Hi, doc, please, how do I boost my immune system naturally?" There's a natural way of boosting immune system. Wait, I hope it's not herbal medicine. Okay, so Dr. Chuan,
Yes,
naturally.
please.
I don't know what they mean by naturally, but
So it's basically being healthy. So when we say being healthy, we can start from what you are taking in. I mean, there's a popular adage, garbage in, garbage out.
bingo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So you have to be particular about what you're taking in. You're making sure that, like we said the other time, organic foods are the best. They are fresh. You do more of vegetables and fruits. Nowadays, you realize that most of our Ghanaian diets have a lot of carbohydrates. Yes, it's not that the carbohydrates are bad, but you just want to balance it. So you
can't afford it. Can you afford meat?
Yes, I know.
Wait, let's come to reality.
It's true.
Yeah, buying wachi. Okay,
yeah.
wachi. Like,
So
let me change it to maybe rice.
Okay.
So that don't say that the beans is adding
Yeah.
some
So
it's rice.
a plain rice.
Then you buy plain rice, 10 Ghana cedis. Okay. Then the meat, no. That means like 15 cedis or 20 cedis. So the person might be thinking, oh, if it's, that small meat is 15 cedis or 20, I might as well just buy the, what's the name? The rice and make it more so that I'm full over time. I
get it.
And that's what's happening to the regular Ghanaian.
Yeah.
I know the dollar is, behaving well and everything, but it doesn't mean anything to those who want to look good on the table. You catch my flow. Yeah. So what should we do?
Yeah. I mean, so if we are not doing meat, you can do fish. Yes,
It's also expensive, but
you can do beans. It's a good source of protein. It's a plant protein.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So it actually balances the carbohydrates. And then you can do a little of the salad leaves. If you don't have money to get everything, do a proper salad. Just the salad leaves is okay. Or even greens, contumely. It's a very nutritional source. Yes. So.
Dog. I see. I just said, dog. I mean, because there's been discussions about how some of these products, that we used to hold in high esteem, had all these vitamin A, whatever. And now the fertilizers, the kind of soil that we bring up, so it kind of like watered down the vitamins that we find in these things. I don't want to go there. I mean, people might say that, okay, why are you attacking the agricultural system? But you know what it is, right? Yeah. So that's where we are right now. Yeah?
So it's advised that whenever you get these vegetables from the market, before you use it, you can do a little salt water and then put the vegetables inside for about 2 minutes. Yes, salt has antibacterial properties. God is very wonderful. Yes. So something like just salt water can reduce the amount of toxin you'll be taking inside. Yes.
I see. You want to touch on that?
Okay, so I just wanted to add that you could also use vinegar to wash your vegetables. I always tell my clients that healthy living naturally is very expensive. because, like you said, buying meat will be cheaper than buying fish. But then fish is more healthier than the meat.
Oh.
Same as buying fruits and then vegetables.
Oh, they're doing even
The
good.
prices of fruits in
Yeah.
the market now is very high now. So it's like living healthy is very expensive, but then the little that we can do, let's do it to preserve our health.
I
Like
see.
what she mentioned. Yes.
Well, there's a question about the fibroids that we treated. It says, what are my options besides surgery for this condition, fibroids? Dr. Joan,
Okay.
you want to touch on that?
So last time I mentioned the medical therapy.
Right.
So the issue is with the medical, it depends on the symptoms you are presenting with. Currently, if you are not having any symptoms, you don't need any treatment. You don't want to bother yourself. But then some people can come in with pain because sometimes these fibroids, we call it degenerating, they become degenerative. And so when you are menstruating, you can have very painful menstrual periods. And so we can give you some painkillers to reduce the pain, depending on the severity. Sometimes oral can be okay, or the injectables. And then the bleeding I spoke of, because we don't want you to become anemic.
Okay.
So we give you some of these oral contraceptives. It prevents the bleeding too much. Now, with the shrinking of the fibroid, so there are some group of medications, what we call the GnRH agonists. So these reduce the level of the hormones I mentioned the last time. That's the estrogen and then the progesterone.
Right.
So once you take it, it reduces it. But then the thing about it is that you would have to be on it for a long time, because once you stop, the fibroids will grow back. Yeah, so we usually use it for some time, make sure that the size reduces a bit, and then we can do other things. So sometimes, yes, it can reduce, it can shrink to a sizable amount that won't worry you, but sometimes too we'll have to take it out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the fibroids growing back, though, does it mean that you're actually doing something wrong, Doc?
Not necessarily. So one thing that we need to know is that those hormones feed the fibroids. Okay, so once you are taking these medications to regulate the hormones, you have to be on it on a long term, because once you stop, the hormonal levels will increase, and when they rise, they'll keep feeding the fibroids. It's like when you cut off their source, it shrinks. When the source is, producing,
Yeah.
it will still grow. So that's the explanation.
But don't we have any food, something that you can just eat and all these hormones will cringe out?
So, like I mentioned the other time, there are foods that contain some of these estrogen. Yes, or sometimes it's not even the estrogen, but then they act like it. So you will take it and it's like you are taking an extra source of the estrogen, and then it's causing it to grow. So sometimes when you reduce these ones, it can reduce the level of estrogen in the body. And an example is the red meat I mentioned the last time. And some plant-based foods like soy milk.
Yeah.
It's actually, so soy milk has
I see.
the phytoestrogen. Yes. So you can reduce those ones.
I see. Well, we're going to start eating right. We'll get ourselves checked because we don't want all of this. There's something. People are going through stuff. When someone says that I've had bloating and stomach pain after meals for a few weeks. What could this be? It says IBS or something. Wait, what's IBS?
Inflammatory bowel disease.
Inflammatory bowel disease. Hey, my viewers are smart.
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Wow, that's pretty smart. Okay, so what bowel syndrome again?
Irritable.
So, irritable bowel syndrome.
Irritable bowel syndrome, right?
Yes.
Okay, we have a caller before. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling us from, please.
I'm Arafat from Kaneshi.
Oh, okay, Arafat, let's hear you.
All right, so I've been going to the gym for some months now.
Okay.
And I've been taking supplements and other things in addition. but I'm still not gaining the muscle I'm supposed to gain. Is there any kind of issue with that?
Oh, okay. But is your body the same as when you started to gym?
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah.
You are not eating more, your muscles are not enlarged, nothing.
Yeah, it's still the same. No improvement.
Wow. If I were a pastor, I would have said it's spiritual, but I wouldn't say that. Well, yeah, so Arafat, we'll get the doctors on this. Who wants to go first? Dr.
Should I?
Juan, or
Okay.
none of you goes to the gym.
Oh, we try.
Yeah,
we
you try?
we
Okay, all right.
So first off, I would want to know what he's eating. Because, if you are gymming and then you want to put on weight, it means that you should be doing more proteins. Because proteins are body building foods. Do you get it? So proteins is what will feed the muscles. So you can't be going to the gym and eating, say, like 1 or 2 eggs in a day.
So you should take about 5 or 6.
Exactly, 4, 5, 6.
Hey.
But as in Ghana,
Interesting.
yes, you can, if the eggs is maybe too much for you, you can balance it with chicken. The point is do more protein diet than the carbs.
I see.
Yes.
And then supplements. I know you can't recommend supplements, but would you advise that people who lift weight take a supplement, because they advertise that a lot on social media?
So those ones for weight builders, those ones are called the steroid supplements.
Right.
Those ones that really want to put on weight. The thing about that is, yes, you would have to take it in moderation, because there are other side effects, especially being a man. It can, when you take it too much, it can cause testicular atrophy.
Well, let's put the atrophy there. I'm coming. we have someone calling from Ahunjo, Las Vegas, right? Joycelyn, okay. Good morning. Oh, no. What happened to the Las Vegas line? But try calling again, Joycelyn. What?
So the testes will actually reduce in size.
When you start to take these things?
Yes.
Wait, is it over a long period of time?
Yes. If you are taking it too much in a longer period of time, it would start reducing in size, because they contain, so for men, what makes them men, the hormone that makes them men is the testosterone. So these steroidal hormones contain more of that. So it's like you're having more than you should be having. And then it will just reduce the size of the testes. So it's a common side effect they come in complaining with. So we advise that, okay, reduce how much you are taking, and then come in, let's do a proper assessment and give you something that will be suitable for your weight.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Mary from Agbogba on the line. Good morning, Mary. Derek, sorry, forgive.
It's Derek. Good morning.
Good morning. I hope you're well.
I'm doing well.
Okay, ask the doctors anything.
Okay, thank you. Please, I want to ask doctor, because I'm experiencing itching on my body.
Okay.
So I don't know what the cause, but I've not been going to do the test and see. But sometimes I take medicine, then I will be okay. So sometimes then it come back.
I see. How long do you itch?
Oh, it's almost 8 years.
Oh. Is it your full body, like general itching, or specific places?
No, it's moving around. It's not my whole body, but sometimes I feel it at, especially my scar.
Oh, okay. Is it after you're done bathing?
Pardon?
Is it mainly after you're done bathing?
Sometimes.
I see.
Yes.
Well,
And especially when I'm walking in the sun.
in the sun.
Yes, and if I'm walking and I get a fresh ventilation, that one day I will be okay. Or if I bath cold water, that one I will be okay. But sometimes.
I see. I see. Well, Derek, that's pretty genuine, right? So Doctors, I just presented you with the patient's condition. So, yeah, Dr. Sam.
Yes, so I think for this man, what he's experiencing is called aquagenic pruritus, and then we also have emotional pruritus. Yes, so I
Aquagenic
think
pruritus.
yes, please.
All right.
So it's like the aquagenic pruritus is related to water, and then for emotional pruritus, it can be anything at all. Sometimes even by the sight of seeing something nasty, some people itch.
Right.
Even with the sun. And we have people like that. It is as a result of histamine release, a lot of histamine release in their skin.
Right.
Okay, and then sometimes when there is overactivity of muscles, they are all involved in allergies.
That's why they take the antihistamines?
Exactly.
Oh.
So for him, he needs. So for him, he needs antihistamines anytime he feels the itchiness. Okay, and then he can also practice some measures to sort of control it. So
Alright.
for the water, he has to study which kind of. So is it that when he baths cold water, it is worse, or when he baths lukewarm water,
He actually
it is
said that when he baths cold
water, it's better.
But Mary is back, so I'm just going to put that. Joycelyn, I haven't forgotten the IBS though. Joycelyn, good morning.
Good morning, Auntie. How are you doing?
I'm great. And you?
I'm doing fine.
Fantastic. Talk to the doctors.
Please, I want to ask this question.
Great.
Okay, I'm a girl of 21 years, and I was having a irregular period. My period cycle was 28 days, but I started experiencing 30 days, 21 days, and I think 22. And I was having some symptoms like more ache was on my face, and my period too, when it's I feel pain, like menstrual pain, it's very deep one, and my left leg too, it will be paining me as if I don't know. So I thought it was maybe diabetes also. So I went to the hospital and they say it's hormonal imbalance.
I see.
So the doctor gave me some medicine also, but I drank it, but still my leg, the pain, when I get my period, the pain from the left leg is still come. So I want to ask the doctor, what is wrong?
Right. Okay. So 21 years, and she's been having irregular menstrual flow. So 30, 21 days, something, all the way to like 22 days.
Okay.
And she has pain in her left leg,
Yeah.
right, sometimes. But
Yeah.
she says if she went to hospital, they said it was hormonal imbalance,
Yeah.
right, Dr. John?
Yeah. So, I mean, from what she's saying, it looks like she had something we call PCOS. And that's polycystic ovarian syndrome, yes.
Okay.
And so that can cause the irregular menstruation. Okay, that's when you have cysts in the ovaries. It can be multiple, yes. But then I would have asked her what other symptoms she's having aside these ones, because if you're having the pain and then the pain is more with the menstruation and now it's affecting your leg, I would definitely want to examine her abdomen, make sure that there's no other mass in the abdomen. Because like I mentioned the last time when we were doing the fibroids, sometimes if the fibroid is posterior, it can actually impinge on the spine. And then, from the spine is where you have the spinal nerves. And those are the nerves that supply our limb, the lower limb. Okay. If there's something impinging on it, sometimes you can have the pain.
I have another caller.
Sure.
So IBS and then irregular menses. Okay. So Erasmus from Ekwapong.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Erasmus. Talk to the doctors.
Yes. I have a problem. I think it's been about 20 years and more.
Okay.
I always feel like anytime that I finish bathing, my body itch. And I've been taking Ryzon for the past 20 years or more. Is there any medication or is it hereditary or any infection or anything? Because if I don't take the Ryzon, at first I take it every day, but I realize that it's too much, so I take it anytime my body starts itching. So I want to ask the doctor if she has any advice for me.
I see. Is it only after you're done bathing?
Not only, like if I am around doing nothing, like normal day, within 3 days, I feel like my body is itching, unless I take Ryzen
I see.
before I can do anything.
Does it change when the temperature changes?
Yeah, when the
your
temperature changes,
environment?
or a normal day, normal temperature, normal day, like within 3 days, and I take a lot of water. The moment the medicine run out from my system, I realize that I need to take it again. So before the itching will stop.
And you've been doing that for 20 years?
Yeah, I've been taking it for more than that, maybe perhaps.
Interesting. Right. So we were dealing with same thing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
She was
So
No
Doc.
matter what. So I think I mentioned that it is not an infection. It's not caused by an infection. Neither is it hereditary. It is just about histamine release in your skin and overactivity of the mast cells, which are linked to those allergies and all that. And we have people like that. What you can do is to identify the triggers, what actually causes it to come, and take them away. And then you can keep taking the antihistamine. So the one he mentioned is a type of antihistamine. So he can take it anytime it comes and just take away things that lead to it. So I mentioned that for some people, I've met some people that when they bath lukewarm water, it is better. But some others too will say that when they bath cold water, it is better than they bath in lukewarm water. So just know what works for you, and then just bath antiseptic, add antiseptic solution to your water.
Wow,
So,
are we talking? In Africa, everybody say antiseptic Dettol. Which type of Dettol? Or Pepsodent? Which type of Pepsodent? No. So antiseptic. I'm trying to say that something like Dettol.
yeah, something like Dettol,
Okay.
or Savlon, or any of
Those
the ones
ones,
in the
yeah.
market. Yes, so you can be doing that, and make sure if high temperatures like walking in the sun is not going to help, make sure you find yourself in places that are airy without the sun. But if it is not possible, you can use sunscreens. You can just try anything that you can to take away anything that makes it worse. And then
see.
when it comes, you just take the antihistamines. If it becomes so unbearable, just see your doctor for a proper assessment.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Do you think soups also?
Yes,
Soups.
very harsh soaps and scented soaps. So just monitor which one suits you, and don't use very harsh soaps. Yes.
Okay.
Very
So
mild.
you should use mild soaps, stuff that will not
Yes.
make you look like Ubruni in a
Yes.
minute. So let's get back to
So the irregular,
yes,
irregular
the
menses
menses
and
before we
then
do the
pain.
IBS.
Yes. So with the pain, I would say that she should come to the hospital. Let's properly assess you. We'll look at your abdomen, examine the abdomen, make sure that there's no other mass that is also contributing to the irregular menstruation, and then we'll do a scan. Make sure that it's just the cyst that is enlarged, and then if those ones are ruled out, then now we can take an x-ray of the back, look at exactly what is happening there, because sometimes the spaces between the spine also reduce. It starts becoming arthritic. But with her age, if she's having lower back pain and then the leg pain, I would want to know what she's doing. Are you sitting for a long time? What's your posture most of the time? Because those are common causes of it. But with the PCOS, yes. So we give medications to help stabilize the.
Yeah,
the
I have
hormones.
Kingsley
Okay.
on the line. Morning, Kingsley.
Good morning.
Good morning. How's Soul to him this morning?
Good by the grace of God.
Fantastic. Talk to the doctors.
Okay, please. About 4 years, around 4 years, when I'm eating and maybe there is too much of pepper in the food, I experience itching around my hair, and I'll be itching it. When I stop eating for some time, it will just go. So I don't know if there's anything I need to know. So I wanted to ask.
Right. Kingsley, how old are you?
Okay, I'm 23 years.
23. And how long has this been?
About maybe 4 years later, yeah.
Oh. Where exactly is the itching?
Around my head.
Your head.
My head.
Oh.
Specifically, my hair.
Right,
I'll
like
be scratching my hair. Yeah.
right. I see. Okay, doctors. So
So I would say that Kingsley should just see his doctor because there are a lot of factors that come into play. It could be from a medical cause, it could be from a psychological cause, a social cause. It can be anything at all. So I think that Kingsley has to see his doctor for a proper assessment, like history taking, for us to be able to pinpoint the exact cause so that we'll know how to manage it.
but
So
would you
we
say he's
just-
allergic to pepper?
Exactly, because so sometimes allergies can cause these very funny sensation. It's a similar thing to all that we are talking about.
Yeah.
It looks like most of the questions that are coming
Has to
today
do with
has to
allergies.
do with allergies. So pepper has something in it called capsaicin. Probably he may be allergic to that. Yes, and allergies take a different form for everybody. That's why doctor is saying sometimes when you come, we can properly assess you, look at, oh, is it a mild form of reaction, is it moderate? Because his looks mild, it's just the itching, but it's bothersome, so definitely we'll give you something for it. But someone may be allergic to a particular foodstuff and may have dyspnea, like the person will not be able to breathe properly. So with allergies, there are a
wide
spectrum
spectrum, yeah.
of symptoms. So it looks like he's
Okay.
allergic to it and would need further assessment, definitely.
Okay, so Kingsley, you would have to go to the hospital and get that checked. You know, the thing about Ghanaians and Africans is we wait for it to be malaria or something very, humongous before we get to the hospital. But these are the little things that we should need to start checking now. And I actually like the fact that we're able to, okay, it's when I eat pepper that I feel this, when I, so that history taking will be a lot easier. Ooh, I'm a good nurse.
You are.
Right, so which one do we deal with? The IBS, should we
Yeah.
go there? Yeah.
I didn't get the exact question around IBS. Did you want
She
to
was
know?
saying that, give me a sec, let me find that. But while we're at it, you can finish with the
Okay, with the
menses.
PCOS.
Yes, let me get that question.
So one of the common cause or one of the common symptoms, of the PCOS is the irregular menstruation. And then sometimes you'd realize that you're also having acne. What causes that is now you have more of the testosterone. Testosterone is, if you would remember, the hormone that makes a man. So women also produce it, but it's in very lower levels. So when you have PCOS, you tend to have higher levels than usual. Yes, and then you tend to have acne on your face. You tend to have hirsutism. So you realize that sometimes they have facial hair.
Yes.
Yes. One of the most common symptoms of PCOS is that.
Interesting.
Yes. So we give medications to help balance the hormonal levels. So I think she should come for further assessment.
That would be
definitely.
great.
Yeah.
That would be great. Okay, she says this, I have had bloating and stomach pain after meals for a few weeks. Says, could it be IBS or something more serious?
Okay. So
Okay, so we have Samson. Hey, why is that today IBS is not being treated? Hello, Samson.
Yeah, hello, madam.
Yes, I hope you're good and Madina is good.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
Hope
hear
you're
you.
good too.
Yes, I'm good.
I have I don't know if mine is a problem or whatever, but anytime I have sex, after sex, instead of my dick sleeping, it will keep standing for like 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Do you take
And I only
stimulants?
take water. And I only take water before having sex. That's all.
You only take water, you don't take stimulants, nothing.
No, I don't take anything.
Okay. What
What
would
food does he eat typically?
what's your typical meal like?
My meal,
Yes, what foods do you normally eat?
normal banku and this in Kumana,
Fantastic. I like it. I see. So how long does it stay on before going down?
like 30 to 45 minutes.
30 to 45 minutes. I see. Okay, doctors. Why are you
Same
laughing?
question.
Anyway, so who is going to go first?
Sorry.
Yeah, great. So, Dr. Sam.
Okay, so I would say that if he's not taking any medication like stimulants and he's eating right, he should also have a medical assessment to know whether he has any condition at all. I didn't get his age, but for example, people with sickle cell disease, they usually suffer from priapism. That is prolonged erection. So for them, sometimes it's sometimes prolonged, or even it never goes off unless they go to the hospital for medical intervention.
Really?
Before it is able to, yes. So there is a condition like that. So people like that can either have prolonged erection or even it's not going down at all. Yes, so we have conditions that can lead to it. So it can be from something that he's eating that maybe he has not really paid attention to, and maybe he couldn't tell us. But it could be from something.
Yeah.
But then what I'll advise him to do is that he should eat well, eat a healthy, balanced diet, eat fruits and vegetables, drink a lot of water. He shouldn't be stressed or anxious or anything.
Yeah.
And then he should just feel free and then take his mind off it. And then just...
But then he
Adding
should
up-
still go to the hospital.
yes.
Adding up just a little, sex is not just the physical, the mental, the psychological aspect also plays an important role. So the arousal state is caused by so many things. So even after, I would want to know, are you still in that arousal phase, that the erection is still there, still prolonged? Because if you are still in that phase, it's normal that it would be prolonged. Okay. So would want to assess him psychologically too, and make sure that, okay, with that he's fine. Maybe after I'm watching something or I'm still seeing whatever is arousing me. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not typical that it will not be as it was when you were actually having the penetrative sex. It should be a little flaccid, but that's why we say that he should come for assessment, because then I'll be able to ask the questions and then come out with what exactly is the issue. So he
Charlie,
should not be
issues
shy.
though. Interesting. Pretty interesting. Because, I wanted to ask, like, if it's regular, when you ejaculate, shouldn't that be the end of it? Or it would just, oh, my God, we have wild. Okay, Dr. Wisdom Ifyong is on YouTube saying, well done, docs. Okay. Good morning, Dr. Wisdom. We missed you, but not so much because I have my ladies here helping me out. I'm taking some comments from Facebook, and then we can take your last words and we can be out of here. See, Ahina, I wish you would help me with that, these comments. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, somebody has to help me with that.
Maybe
But
we
in the
can do the
meantime,
irritable-
we can
yeah.
do the IBS real quick. In just a minute, please. Sorry, but that's how much
So
we have.
I think this lady is not experiencing IBS. It could be acid reflux or
Okay.
peptic ulcer disease.
All right.
Yes. So if she doesn't have diarrhea, the typical diarrhea, bloat. She says she has bloating and then abdominal pain.
tummy.
It's likely it may not be IBS. So I think she needs further assessment to be sure whether it's acid reflux or peptic ulcer disease for the
Okay.
information that she gave. Yes.
I see. Oh, we have one here. It says, hi, Biadela, please, can you ask the doctors what I should do? Because anything I eat, oh, we don't have time for that, but I'm going to read it anyway. I get phlegms in my throat. When I'm about to eat, there's nothing, but immediately I eat, there's phlegms that come in my throat. I keep clearing my throat and allow me to feel free to talk. What could be the cause and what should I do? Ooh. I wish we had time to deal with this. But this is what we would do. Okay, we're keeping it locked on Thursday.
Yeah.
All right. I know a week is like a long period, but don't worry. It's just going to come right now. So would keep all your questions, keep them coming in, and then we'll definitely ask the doctors so that we give your answers. But I think, from what the doctors are saying, ideally, we all need to get to the hospital, get it checked, okay? Speak to the doctor at the hospital. Let them take your history and all of that. Then we'll... Thank you so much, Dr. Babio and Dr. Sam.
Thank you,
Pastor Buddy, do you know Pastor Buddy?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. So Pastor Buddy, he doesn't have a health issue, if that's what you're... Well, Pastor Buddy says hi and that he's enjoying your contributions. Yeah, Pastor Buddy is one person you can go without on the Wake Up Africa morning show in a week. Well, so thank you so much, my beautiful doctors, and thank you to the Bank Hospital for supporting the morning show. This has been it.